Hey guys and girls, today I have a review from the house of Lalique. This is Encre Noire Sport. So, Encre Noire Sport from Lalique was released in 2013. Perfumer is Natalie Lawson, who I'm sure created the original Encre Noire. This was the first flanker brought out for Encre Noire. I have Encre Noire à l'extrême as well, and that was a more recent flanker. Now, before I get into the review for this, you should know that I don't have the original Encre Noire, and I probably only smelled it once a long time ago. So my review is based on this smell, and I'm not going to be able to compare it to the original, and I'm not going to try and compare it to à l'extrême because that's quite different again. But what you will recognise from Encre Noire Sport is that it is a vetiver. It's still a vetiver and cypress based fragrance like the original Encre Noire was, but there is obviously some kind of lighter element added to this, because you may notice that this has the word sport in its name. And an interesting fact, this is the only bottle in my whole collection that has sport in the name. But let's move on from that. I'm going to spray the opening. I'm going to spray the opening on this arm. And you know what I like about this fragrance, and what I like about Encre Noire à l'extrême, this combination of notes, whether it is, I think it's just a combination of all these woody notes, whether it's the vetiver. Apparently there's two types of vetiver used in here, Haitian vetiver and bourbon vetiver, and I couldn't tell you what the difference is between them in terms of what I'm smelling, combined with cypress and there's cashmere wood. Now, it's what I associate with when I smell cashmere wood is this lovely, comforting warmth or fuzziness. So the only way I can describe it is this fuzziness. When all those elements are combined in the opening of this, it is really just a nice, welcome smell to my nostrils. It immediately lifts my mood, makes me feel good, but in an energetic kind of way. It makes me feel ready to do things. And what they've done with Encre Noire Sport is, in the opening, they've added some citrus notes. I mainly get something more slightly bitter, like slightly more sour. No, sour is not the right word. Probably a higher pitch kind of citrus, like grapefruit, which comes out in the opening. Now, once it begins to dry down, really, it about 5 minutes in, there's what you might be able to describe as something aquatic about it, but really, to me, it kind of gets a little bit more green and fresh rather than me. I certainly don't identify this or associate this fragrance with anything aquatic. There's certainly a freshness to it that you don't get in Encre Noire à l'extrême, for instance. And yes, it is a fragrance that's suitable for warmer weather, where normally you wouldn't wear this when it gets too hot. And that is the thing I really like about Encre Noire Sport, is that it gives you a welcome change for the warmer seasons like summer and late spring. Gives you a welcome change from all the array of citrus and aquatic scents that are out there, and this is just something different to wear that will work in warmer weather. And the other that's good. The other thing about this is that compared to a lot of those types of fragrances, this has excellent performance. You know, like I'm talking about in warmer weather, I get 7 to 8, maybe stretch it to 9 hours. It projects pretty well in the beginning, and then it's like soft projection. I wouldn't even call it a skin scent. It's a bit more than that. But certainly, if you use 4 or 5 sprays of this, you can still smell it going, you know, hours into the dry down. As always with Lalique, and especially this Encre Noire line, I love these thick glass cube bottles. The juice color is really nice. I mean, it's like this dark aquamarine color, turquoise caps. You have to remember these Lalique caps. You have to clip them in, and then you can actually hold them by the cap. So there really isn't much else to say other than there's not a lot of development on my skin. It stays reasonably linear, this fragrance, even though there is musk listed in the base. I don't really get that much. You know, you're basically stuck with that lovely woody, earthy, fuzzy vetiver that is so nice about these fragrances. There are different types of vetiver. There's cleaner vetivers. There's more smoky vetivers. I wouldn't describe this particularly as very smoky, but it's just right for what it's designed to do, to be worn for the active person, or in warmer seasons. I would wear this all year round anyway. It smells nice. You do get a bit of the greenness from the cypress as well after a few minutes, which is nice as well. So I recommend Encre Noire, particularly at the prices that these go for. If you look around discount sites, I think I got this 100ml bottle for like $40 Australian, and you know, when there's sales on, sometimes they're even cheaper. Let me know what you think. I think this is pretty popular in the fragrance community. Leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed that video. I will see you next time. Bye.